Hello and welcome back again. Today we're going to look at what we call condition formatting within our Excel file. We're going to see why is it important and how to apply it. And lastly, when do we need to apply it? And first thing you need to know, condition formatting automatically changes the appearance based on the rules you set. And this is primarily used into within data analysis, project management, and key matrix tracking. So as we're going to see step by step. So without wasting time, let's dive into our Excel file and we see what exactly we have to do. Now I have my simple data table here, whereby it's a customer or sales data. Okay, and I want to apply some rules which I already set here. And my rule number one, I want to spot the trends. And the two, I want to track progress. Three, I want to identify priorities. And lastly, we shall know, or I want to track the deadlines within my dataset here. Now within here, I have my regions, I have my discount rate, I have my revenue, cost, and order date. And I formatted already my data into a table range. Okay, you should also format yours as well. You press Ctrl T and make sure that checkbox is checked, as you can see mine. And I have down here, I have some of my results where I want to find the highest and the lowest, as you can see, so that I can spot my trends. Now let's begin with spotting trends. Now I want to spot trends within my three columns: my discount rate, my revenue, and my cost. How to do this? First of all, I'll try to find trend with only one cell or only one rule. I want to find trend based on my cell result here. I want to find trend based on my highest entry here. Okay, so I'll just highlight all my range or cells. I go to home tab. Under home tab, I just click condition formatting, and under here I'll click on highlight cell rules, and which is equals to, I'll select that. Then under here I'll delete this. Then I choose my cell which has my results. Okay, then I come here and I choose customize format so that I can pick whichever color I want to choose. So within here I want to choose, let's say, this color here, and I want this to be in bold. So I click OK, then I click OK. As you can see, I can easily spot the highest and the lowest. When I change to the lowest, I can easily spot it. So let's do the same thing here. Just highlight your entire column. Okay, home tab, condition formatting, under highlight cell rules, which equal to, you choose that. Then you have to delete this. Then you select your cell which has your result. Under here you go to customized format. You choose the fill color you feel you want. I'll choose this time. Then I click OK. Click OK here. As you can see, we found our, when I try to change to my highest, I can exactly or easily identify the trend within there. So let's do the same thing in our cost column. Highlight all the cells, home tab, condition formatting, highlight cell rows which are equal to, I'll choose that. Then you have to delete this. Okay, you select the cell which has your results. Then you come here under customized format, you choose any color or any format you like. Let me choose this time, and I want this to be in bold. I click OK, then I click OK there. As you can see, we can easily track our highest and our lowest easily with one rule. But what happens? I want to see the trends, or I want to spot the trends based on the data bars, which are coming down or going from up till down, or from down till up. So what I'll do, again, I'll just highlight all my cells. I come to the home tab, condition formatting. Then this time I want to use the data bars. So I'll just select whichever format. There is what we call grid fields and the solid field. So this time I'll choose under the grid fields, and let me choose this color here. Okay, as you can see, we can easily spot the trends with our data bars. Let's do the same thing here. Just highlight your cell. Okay, data, condition formatting, and you go to data bars. You choose any color you want. As simple as that. Now I can easily identify or spot the trends. Let's do the same as here. Highlight your cells, home tab, condition formatting. Okay, under here we want to use the data bars, and I will choose, or I'll select this color field. As you can see, now here you can easily highlight it, and you click the option button. Under the fields, you sort from smallest to largest. As you can see, they can easily identify, or as you can see, they are easily changing. So that's how we spot trades, or we see the progress. Okay, so how to track progress within. Now the second rule is tracking progress within our data. Same way, you can use these data bars, or you can use the regions, but within we shall jump to identify priorities. Now let's say we want to identify priorities based on our region. Now we have the north, west, south, and east. So we want to prioritize this. We want to see the north region, the data within the north region. So what to do? First of all, you will have to select your entire table, right? Select your entire table like this. You go to home tab, condition formatting, and within here you have to click the new rule. Okay, and you set this to use a formula to determine which cell to format, and under here shall you will have to start with your equal sign, which is equal to this. Now after writing your equal sign, you try to put that dollar sign there so that your formula doesn't break. Okay, then we want to format this based on, we want to prioritize our data based on our regions. And which region we want to select? We want to select the north region. So within here, our first cell within our region column, it is B2. So within here we type the B2 there, and we say which is equal to north. Type our north there, and let's see, and we go to format. You pick, want this to be in bold, you go to fill color, and I want this to be in this color. Then I will select OK, and I choose OK. As you can see, we've got, but not exactly. So it means we've done one mistake. Which mistake we did? Let's go back here, and when choosing, when you want to highlight or prioritize based on the a row, and you want to highlight all the row like this, so you just need to start from your highlight your entire table without the without the without the headers. Okay, so you highlight it like this. Okay, you come back here, home tab, condition formatting, and you say to new rules, and you choose where it says use a formula to determine which cell to format. Again, you come here, you type your equal sign, and you make sure you write that $sign there. And under here, under our region column, our first cell is B2, so we shall write our B2 there, which is equal to north region. So we shall write the north there. Then under here, we shall come to format, and we pick our fill color. Okay, and I want this to be in bold, so I'll select OK, then I choose OK. As you can see, our north rows have been highlighted. Okay, that's how you prioritize the you identify the priority. Now, assuming you want to change this to south, okay, you just click anywhere here, you come back here, you go to conditional formatting, and under here you choose manage rule, and you see this is the rule. You choose it and you click edit rule. Okay, under here you can easily change this to, let's say, east. Okay, then you select OK, and you select OK here. As you can see, it can easily move to it. As if you want to move to the south, you do the same. Home tab, condition formatting, manage rule. Okay, you choose the rule you want to manage, then you click edit rule. Under here you click here, then you delete this, then you write south within there, then you click OK, then again OK. As you can see, that's how you identify priorities. Now our last thing is to identify the deadlines. Now we have our order date here. Okay, now first you can highlight them within the cell. Okay, you just select the entire column like this, your cells, you come to condition formatting, you come to highlight cell rules. Okay, and under here you choose which are equal to. Okay, then under here you have to delete this, but not this rule. Okay, you highlight them, you come here, condition formatting, and you select a new rule. Okay, and you choose use a formula to determine which cell to format. So under here you have to write an equal sign. Okay, but this time no need to put any $sign. Okay, and our first cell within our ordered column, our date column, it's F2, so you write F2 within here, then you put which is greater than today. Okay, you put curly brackets open and closing one, and under format, then this has to be in bold. Then you come to the fill color, you choose, let me choose the light green, then I select OK, then I select OK there. As you can see, we've highlighted our cells or our date which are still on, but you can do the same to highlight those dates which are already overdue. So you highlight the cell like this, you come to the home, condition formatting, and under new rule you check this, use a formula to determine which cell to format. Under here start with your equal sign, and you make sure you write your first cell within your deadline, which is F2. Okay, then under here you put less than today. Okay, you close and open parentheses. Under the format, then I want to fill this into red color, so I click OK. Then as you can see, you can easily see the deadlines. Okay, now what if you want to put flags within here. So I'll just format another column called deadline. Okay, I'll format another column called deadline, right? Let me remove this field. Clear. Let me remove this format. Okay, now let me call this deadline. Okay, now I want to use the flags within here. So I'll just start with my equal sign. I choose my first cell minus the today. Just click on that. Then I close this. Then I hit enter. As you can see, we've got our name. But I want to change this to be in text format. So I'll just change this, sorry, to two numbers. Then I remove the, as you can see, we've got a negative there and the positive one. So within here, I'll just highlight all my cells like that. Come to the home tab, condition formatting, and under here we want to use the icon. Okay, and under here I'll go to more rules, as you can see. So I'll choose this. You make sure you change the type to numbers, okay, so that it's easy for you. Then I'll select this to be the green flag, this to be the yellow flag, this to be the red flag. What it means this one, the green one, we put 7 here only. So it means those values or the dates which are more than 7 days before expiry, you shall put a green flag, and I will leave this to 0. Why? Because I will want to put a yellow flag for those days less than 6 days to expire, and this one, the red flag, will automatically those days less than or the due dates already. So I'll click OK. As you can see, we've got our flags within there. Now assuming you want to only see the flags within here, so you have to go back here, okay, and you click manage rules, and this is the rule. You select it, edit rule. You make sure you check this box which shows show icons only. Okay, it's unchecked, so you check it so that you only see the icons. So I'll check it like that, then I click OK, again OK. As you can see, we've seen only, or it shows only the flags. Okay, so that's how we use the condition formatting when you're tracking or analyzing our data or project management, so that it's easy for us to identify trends, track progress, and see the deadline. So hope you learned something today. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's meet in the comment section. Let's keep this going, and thank you. See you next time.